Goodbye the Cats. And yeah, another week is all passed. And this week it's going to be about my book release. I want to say thanks to all the people who have read it, who have the book was given 10% that you could read it, and this is for all the comments and all the emails and all the messages and all the people. And uh, I choose to do this video because I need to help people to understand things. The book, when people write a book, because this book, I've put in a lot of research, and the book is a self help book to improve, help people through in this time because the energy on hurt, the vibration of hurt has been changing. And if you're not ready to remove the veil of illusion, then you shouldn't read this book. Because this book is about awakening yourself to the true potential and to why we're here on earth. And um, it's a book that explains to you things that we never were taught in school. And with this book, with all the things that the changes that you're going through, and you don't understand why um, um, things are happening to you, it is a book to really help you to go through the situation at this time. But the point that I would like to bring is that I like comments because I like when people give their comments about stuff, because then when someone make a comment, or when someone try to um, store their vibration, or give me an opinion about something, I always listen to people opinion, because by listening to people opinion, you can better yourself, and you can better things in your life, and you can make when you start to better things with yourself, then actually you start making a better um, the collection, um, to better the whole energy vibration around the collection, and you actually use um, the comments and stuff to better yourself as a person. So I see comments, and I love comments, and I love people opinion, and I love people, and I love to talk to people, because when you talk to people you can actually understand who that person is. And some people can do it, some people can't do it. But I love talking to people, because you can see a whole on the dimension, that the way they think and the way they go about things. But everyone can write a book. I truly believe, because we all get these gifts. Some people get the gift that is truly, um, to put something out there. But some people write books, fiction, and it's their own story because they're building it up, but they write it in a fictitious. There's nothing fictitious about this book. This book is done on various research of people who have gone through, from the third dimension to the fourth dimension, and who's going on to the fifth dimension. And all these people who bring about angel cards, so it's just Doreen Virgins and all these people. And, Hay House was the first spiritual base organization that I think has expanded on the earth. And there are more, because you have more groups. You have Christianity, you have more groups, you have Buddha, you have Easonism, you have all of these, and they are all groups. They are all a social consciousness of people who choose to live the way they want to do. And this book is not based on just one person or one group or one individual or one. It is it is a book for everyone. And um, the point that I will bring to this is that because the book is written to help people, it's a book from a higher consciousness. Um, if you're still stuck in the 3D world, you will think that the book is just rubbish. But and that means you have not moved out of the 3D matrix world to the 4D. And it's funny, and I'm laughing about it because I I think it's so really. It's eye opening to see how people look at things, and people, will go about things and what their opinion about things. And by this, I can see some comments, and I just laugh because I think, okay, it's okay, you have not yet gone out of the 3D matrix. And it's beautiful because the book is actually to wake you up, to make you start asking yourself questions. um, but the book, I had such a thing of, should I publish it? Should I not publish it? Is it important? But I thought it was important because most of what's in the book I have gone through on a spiritual quest when I had nobody to ask and I didn't know what was happening to me. And I'm a spiritual person from a child growing up. So then, when certain things started to happen, I know that it was time that I start writing these books because I have a totally different professional. And I started doing research from 2012. I started my blog and I started doing research. And the more I got in meditation, being calm, um, 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 you know, doing yoga, and I begin to find a peace, an inner peace, and a calm. And from the inner peace and calm, I could really connect to myself, and I go back to think as a child how I used to see the world in such a beautiful, it's like heaven on earth. And I went back to that stage to look at the beauty in everything around me, and going back and connecting to everything around me. And then I understand and I realize that um, people are just living in illusion and they forget who they are. And because I've gone through the process and I've connected with myself in such a deep spiritual ways, and I've realized that we have guiding angel, we have guides. There's ascendants masters who are coming in. I know who I am. I know why I'm here. And um, the strangest thing is that I thought my profession that I so love was what I was here for. But and then I realized that there's something much better that um, the guides the angel wanted me to do, and that is to help people, which I always love helping people because I'm always putting myself last and put everybody before. And it doesn't matter um, what time is it, and people call me and they're going through a situation, then I'm always there to sit and listen to them. But the book, what the book really did was I realized that you can always try and do things for people, but you're always going to have the haters, the people um, who can't believe that um, somebody had that um, that that gift of putting out something like that. So um, they will have all these negative energy, and they'll judge people, and that's it. And what I will say to other people out there, people who like myself, who is a light worker, who know that we came on earth to help, with this ascension process. Do not let people um, bring you down and bring your energy down and break you down, because we're not supposed to judge, you know. And I would say to you, because there's a lot of people out there who have stuff that they want to share with the world, but they're so afraid of how to go about doing that. And I will say to you, and this is very important, I will say to you, um, um, when you accept who you are as a person, it doesn't matter what other people say about you. People cannot judge you because they don't know you. And the biggest thing that always happen is that there are always people, there are just always these people who are so fully absorbed in their self, and no one else can do anything, and they always have all these comments and stuff. It's okay, because it's just your ego working. You're still working with your ego base. And when I get these people, and I come against these people, and I just send them love and light, because they're so and so stuck in the matrix that they're not they don't know who they are. The true self, the true essence of their soul is not yet aligned with their higher self. So they will look at people and they will break people down. And it was, I should have published this book from August, and I sit with one point, you know, should I really publish it under my name? Because I knew people would have comments and stuff. Um, and then I started reading, and then where to publish a book, and I start reading, and I say, oh, okay, I didn't know that, because I read so much. And as I've always said, I've always gone to Barnes and Noble. My mom was a teacher, and Barnes and Noble was just a place that my whole family will just hang out like for a day. My birthdays, if I'm in the States, is always at Barnes and Noble. I will just hang out in there the whole day, just reading books, looking at books, just seeing new books. And the thing about it is, as I always said, there's a coffee, there's Starbucks in it, so I'll feel at home. And my favorite thing is just Starbucks coffee with the oatmeal cookie, which was the best thing that Starbucks doesn't really bring anymore. But my point is, before I go further, is that I struggle because I knew this book was very important. I had to bring this book out. No one else, I mean, like other people's, like there is this beautiful person who wrote this book, and I think her book was one of the books. She has like volumes of them, Dolores Cannon. And I it was amazing. She wrote these books, Notre Dame, something over connecting with Notre Dame, and you know, I have I have them all. But she was one of those people who has really answers all the questions that I've always asked, and I know, and I'm like other people basically don't see, and her books are so beautiful. And I remember I really wanted them in English. And I went to the bookstore and I found them as second-hand books in the store. And I was so happy because they weren't in Dutch, because I basically love reading in my own languages. And it was ultimately beautiful. These books are just like the last four ones are very thick, and I could resonate with it. And the way it's written, because she actually interviewed people on the hypnosis, and everything is like I knew. And the questions, and I study metaphysics, and I do this on my personal time because I'm always studying. I'm somebody I'm very interested in things. I want to know why things are how they are. I, I, I have a crave for information, which is unbelievable. And I knew this book because it was strange, because a lot of us as light workers are out there, but we are afraid to do channel because people have various they look at channel as if people are all crazy, but no, some of us was gifted to do channel. Some of us was gifted to read the energy of people. We all came in with a gift, and people like myself are light workers because the earth is changing, and ascension mean connecting to your higher self, your higher conscious, your bewusstheit. You become awaken, and then when you come awaken, you understand that everything is connected. The whole mother earth is a living organism earth that is, we all are connected. And like when people come my part, then I always like kind of know that, yeah, I have to do this thing with somebody, I have to do that with somebody, and I have to clear this karma. And somehow after when you start opening up yourself to spirituality, you realize that sometimes you meet people and you think, oh my god, I have my energy, my vibration doesn't vibrate this with this person. But you have acts to do, and you both acts to connect to do a karma clearing in this lifetime. And most people came back in this time, this last 20, 30 years, to do karma clearing with each other. And there are people who have been stuck on this hurt, who have not moved on, because every time they reincarnate, and they need to remove from the surface of this hurt, because that is the thing. Mother Earth is rebirthing, and when she rebirths, she's cleansing the whole earth of all the energies. That is the souls that have passed over but will not cross over to the light, will not. They always want to reincarnate because they are so stuck to the 3D world and the material world. And the 3D world is now changing. And in 2032, uh, we're moving in the 5D world, which some people are awake and some people are not awake. And this is what my book is all about. My book is about waking up and removing the veil of illusion, understanding why we are here on this planet. And I want to say to everyone who has um, your opinion and all the comments, thank you, because it took me 3 years to really compromise all the information, and I have so much more information. And um it was very hard, and that's why I protect myself from all these negative um, or all these lower energy, all these people who have um, they based and strive on bringing down other people and judging people. And I protect myself by not using my I protect not only myself but my family. And what I'll say to people out there who has a book and who has something to say and who have information to help the world, because we all get information from our guides when we're sleeping, information are download. Do not be afraid. You don't have to use your real name. It's normal for writers, not all writers use their real name. So um, um, many people have so much information that they want to give out, but they are so afraid society and other people will look at them. And some people get really crazy with the information because they think if they bring out the information, people will look at you as if you're crazy and they will think, what the hell? No, you got the information, channel it in whatever way. If you want to make videos, YouTube videos, and if you want to make your own blog, go ahead and do it. There is someone and there are other people out there that is looking for your information to connect with you and understand. That's the same way I felt. This is how I feel, and I was scared to say it to someone else. So use my example and open up yourself and let out your information, because the thing about it is that when we don't um, um, work with our guides and give the information, we get stuck and we get stuck and we can't move. And we are all light workers that were sent here, and light workers, we are the starseed children, the indigo kid children, and um, the crystal children, and we are the leaders of these kids. And a lot of kids are born now so smart, and so they have all 12 DNA strands. And society and our whole society have no idea how they're supposed to deal with these kids, and parents don't know because these kids comes in so strange because they're star seeds. They're indigos, they're crystal kids who came in now with 12 DNA strands, which is different than when we were born 20, 50 years 50, 30 years ago. And it was very important for me to do this book, and I will say thank you to everyone who has given their comment and made their comment. And I'm saying to other light workers and star seeds who are out there, because there are thousands, millions of us on this planet, because we had um, choose to come and help people to be awakened and bring love and light. Be not afraid, because this is what we were sent here to do. Do not use the information in a way to help people and not to hurt people. And this is why my book was so perfect. Yeah, so I did it like that, to bring in the love and light, to understand, to let people understand that the only thing that exists is love. Time is an illusion. Time doesn't exist. It is an illusion. And we are all here to bring back love and light. We are here to help other people to awaken to their true potential, their soul essence, and let us work together to do this. I want to say, um, you whatever way you want to do it. If you want to massage, you want to do healing, you want to talk with people, whatever way. My way is to write books. My way is to talk to people, and which is not really my profession, but I was accepting my spirituality. And as I have always said, I've been always um, reading, and there's so much information. There's, people, I think people need to educate themselves. And I learned something when I was publishing it, because I realized that most of the great writers and authors of the world, they publish their books under another name, which was something I never really um, deep down look at, and which is beautiful. At least I learned something, and no one is ever too old to learn. Um, in intelligence and intellectual, being intelligent and being intellectual is always looking for information, is always having that crave to information, to understand why we're here, why things happen, why people behave the way they do. And with this, I would like to say thank you for all the comments. And I am asking people to stop judging. You cannot judge someone if you don't know them. And whenever you judge someone, you're judging yourself. Because whatsoever the negativity you throw out there, you're throwing it, and it's like a boomerang coming back to you. We should not judge. You cannot judge someone if you don't know the person. Most of the time, I just remove myself away from things, and I totally I spend most of my time um, working and researching and studying something else, because I do believe in information is power, and information is power. And when you have that, you change your whole outlook on life. We are all one. We are all here on this planet to work together and to bring back love and light. When we judge ourselves. When we hate ourselves, because we are all connected. And with this, I will say namaste, and I will see you next week for a next Friday reading. From my heart to your heart, no matter how you judge, I still love you, because love is what we need.